Bullshit.
Most companies have spent more on marketing than they'd like to admit, and they still have no idea what they got for it. Marketing hasn't worked, at least not the way that it should for most organizations. But this isn't about bashing your internal team, your external partners, or your CEO. It's about defining why marketing fails and how to fix it. Because I've seen marketing fail at multi-billion-dollar corporations, all the way down to startups, family-owned businesses, private equity-backed companies, and retail brands. Different industries, same result. Frustrated leaders, reactive internal team, agencies chasing deliverables, and no clear definition of what success is. It's not because of a lack of effort. It's about what's missing. Those internal teams, external partners, and leaders rarely systematically gather insights that they then take and use to drive decision-making to solve problems and also to drive the creative art so that you have real storytelling. Instead, marketing drifts off into the lookalike space. Similar ideas, same channels, same noise. That's because there are three parts to this problem. And over the next few episodes, I'm going to dedicate each of the next three episodes to one of those three sides of the problem. The first side is the internal team trap. Most internal marketing teams are besieged with requests. They're fighting fires. They're being asked to make this look good, make this look pretty, to get our name out there. But they're not given clarity around what winning is. And it leads to a constant disarray and a lack of measurable outcomes and a lot of finger pointing and frustration. And then someone says, well, maybe we better get some outside help. And that leads to the second problem being the external partner problem. Because what happens when you bring in the outside partner, an agency, a consultant, a vendor, they begin to look at outputs instead of outcomes. They track impressions, not impact. They're not focusing on growth, they're focusing on creative. So now you've got the second side, the external trap problem. The third side I call the leadership disconnect. Leaders love to say, marketing isn't working, yet they don't ever define and can't even say what working even means. When the leaders don't see that marketing is a system that drives measurable growth, and when leaders look at it as a department to manage and a cost, not an investment, that's when they get what they get. So they can't tell you what working really means, but they can say that marketing isn't working. And they look at marketing as this department and this expense, and it should be managed, and it doesn't necessarily get a seat at the table. When these three parties can come together, though, a beautiful thing happens, and it gives us hope. So when the internal team, the external partner, and the leaders get aligned, that's when real positive change happens. And then your marketing can drive real measurable growth. I've seen companies go from chaos to clarity and grow sales 20% within 2 years. I've helped companies grow 3x, 5x, and 10x within 4 years. The difference wasn't purely talent. The difference was and is alignment. When you have alignment, you begin to leverage real marketing and you begin to see the gains of that, and you get to overcome the internal team trap, the external partner problem, and the leadership disconnect. So next up, we're going to dig more deeply into the internal team trap and show you why your marketing team is not the problem. Now, if all this stuff hits home, you're not alone. Marketing's not working like it should for most companies. If you're tired of your marketing not working, call me. We'll figure it out together. No bullshit, just growth. See you next time.
Bullshit.